Hi, I'm Carrie Skaggs. I've been working with SWAMC for the last 18 months, connecting the people of Southwest Alaska to all the various COVID-19 related relief resources. Right now, we're going to discuss a grant for the Indigenous communities that is through the Economic Development Administration from the American Rescue Plan. The website for this can be found at eda.gov/ARPA. That's American Rescue Plan Act. So the Indigenous Communities Grant is really, really broad for tribal communities. It has more leeway than any grant that we've ever seen, and especially does out of all the grants that are offered through the EDA ARPA program. Now, we had been told that not many had applied at all from the state of Alaska, if any. Now it looks like those resources may be stretched and people have been applying, but we're kind of wondering if maybe it was some of the larger entities and not the smaller, underserved communities that this administration says they are determined to help. So we are really encouraging everyone to apply for any of the needs that they have in their communities that might fit under this grant, which now I'm going to kind of lead you through a little bit. So if you look at the page, it kind of talks about what I just said, how it's a wide range of technical, planning, workforce development, entrepreneurship, and public works and infrastructure projects that could be eligible for funding. So it says who should apply. You've got Indian tribes or consortiums of tribes. It talks about some public, private, nonprofits, but that doesn't necessarily apply to our region. So I'll go on down to where it says the Notice of Funding Opportunity link, which they always refer to. I love some of the lingo in these programs. They call them NOFOs, but I have trouble saying that with a straight face. So I'm just going to click on to the Notice of Funding Opportunity. Okay, here's where it starts to get fun with all of the language that goes on with these particular grants. Okay, so here on the synopsis page, it has a lot more language to kind of describe what I just said. But one of the important things to pull from this is the application cutoff date is March the 31st of 2022. Now, we have been told by our regional EDA gal, you need to get them in sooner rather than later. And we don't want that to be intimidating or put you off. The whole reason we're putting these videos out is to say we are here to help you with this process. There are resources in place to help you not feel so intimidated, because these applications can be a bit much. We're aware of that. That's why we're here. Now, the total funding within this program is $100 million. The award ceiling, the most that they will give for this, is $5 million, where the award floor is $100,000. So you could have a small project and you've not been able to come up with funding, and it could still fit within this criteria. So under the description, you'll see the word resilience used over and over, and about recovery from this pandemic. What this administration is saying is that they realize that so many of these communities that have been underserved were stressed before this happened, and now they're really stressed since it has. So you can see that it's got everything listed here, from broadband, energy, road, water, wastewater, infrastructure. I mean, this is such a broad-based grant that we'd be surprised if there weren't communities that didn't have a need somewhere that fell within this. One of the great things that the Alaska Federation of Natives is doing, along with the Alaska Municipal League, they put together, and it's called the Afn Navigator Program. They have everything from videos to people assigned to help walk you through this grant process. So between AFN and between SWAMC, we truly believe that you're going to have what you need to get this done. They are also stressing how they're committed to making sure that our Native communities are supported and informed of all the different relief packages. They've got them kind of listed by not just opportunity, but by the challenge, which ones says high level of effort to apply. That's a great way of putting it, because it can take a high level of effort to apply for these things. But thankfully, you don't have to put out all that effort. Again, we are committed at SWAMC to helping you through this process. We understand it's overwhelming, but we don't want that to keep you from at least applying. There's never a guarantee of funding on any of these, but there's a guarantee you get nothing if you don't try. So please, you can reach us directly at 907-242-4077 or email at ARPA, that's A-R-P as in Paul, A, at SWAMC, SWAMC.org. Thank you.